I am very good at my job, and I know that, and I will never deny that. And I enjoy almost every aspect of my job as far as the teaching goes. There are obviously parts of the teaching world that I do not enjoy, but as far as the content and the delivery of content and the assessing and the interactions that I have with the students, it's all wonderful, except I do not like to teach reading. Some refer to it as literature, some refer to it as reading. It's not my favorite thing to teach. To me, reading is a very individual, kind of personal thing, and you either like it or you don't. Now, at the primary level, I know you have to learn how to read, but by the time you get to the middle school where I'm at, it's not about learning to read anymore, it's about reading to learn. And so if you know how to read, yes, there are parts like vocabulary. Like that part of reading I understand because it's something concrete. It's a content that you learn what a word is, how to say it, how to pronounce it, and what it means, and then how to use it correctly. But there are other parts of reading that like just the genres and the literary elements, parts of a story, that I know I had to learn them when I was younger too, but I don't remember how I learned them, and so it's difficult for me to relate those. And there are workshops and classes and things that I can take to make that part of the job easier for sure, but really what it comes down to is if a kid likes to read, they're going to do well at it. They're going to understand when a story is fiction or nonfiction, and when a story is giving them information versus trying to entertain them, and so on. And they're going to find stories that they like and stories that they don't. Now, language, English, I get. Like, you need to learn how to construct a sentence, and learn how to use a comma, and learn how to use dialogue, and write things. Writing and grammar and vocabulary, those are the parts of the English language arts that I understand. But reading itself, like just read this story and analyze it for me, I don't like that because everybody has their own interpretation. People read things differently than one another, and so to try to teach that to a group of 20 to 25 students is extremely difficult, and it's not fun, in my opinion. Some people really like teaching reading. I like reading. I like reading myself, and I'm happy to, read through a novel and talk about it with students, but as far as, like, finding a way to assess them on that, like, did you interpret this text correctly? Well, how am I supposed to know? You read it differently than I did. So, as far as what I enjoy or don't enjoy about my job, if I had to pick one content area to never teach again, I would teach history all day long. I will teach science and math and language arts, but literature itself, reading and analyzing a text based on the author's point of view or my point of view or whatever, no thank you. Talk to you tomorrow.